Anyways, what I wanted to explain is, in this specific team comp, he's gonna punch. I'm gonna use my thingy after the punch. He's gonna have to punch, buddy. There it is, the punch. Now we can remake. Patience, guys, patience, as you guys can see. Nah, yeah. Momo, you're life breaker. I'm your life breaker, bro. You see, guys, how patience paid off? He was waiting for you to punch. Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is a weekly gameplay of some tank action. This series is honestly what I call, probably it's like it's like the Game Since Win series, but like a little bit more advanced. This series for the dedicated tank mains that want to not just improve their tank, but go out of their way to actually literally, I think I'm going to name this series How to Carry on Tank, because on tank is the most carrying role in the entire game. The most role can influence and dictate and contest all type of situations, but it takes infinite amount of skills to do that. And even till this day, I think that I haven't mastered this role yet, but you can never say that I've learned enough on tech. There's so much things to do. All tracking is kind of on you. Position taking, contesting off angles, contesting enemy DPS players, peeling for your team, taking space, maintaining your aggression, knowing when to play overly aggressive, knowing when to trade your backline for the enemy backline. There's just so much to learn. This is not I know, like for example, my DPS series, we're gonna keep it basics, but this is advanced shiz stuff. So obviously, whenever you play on a high ground dominant map, at least for the first point, like Nubani, you want to show that you're playing D.Va, so your team doesn't ban D.Va. But D.Va is one of the most banned characters in the game, so D.Va is banned, unfortunately, and Doomfist. So we're gonna lack the high ground control. We're gonna have to approach this game in a little bit more interesting way now. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we had to cut the first video because, yeah, we literally, and I'm not even exaggerating, we literally were spawn camped throughout the entire game. And the reason for that, unfortunately, I don't really like to blame people, but that's literally what happened. I had a good DPS, and, they played very well, but the issue is we had Life Fever and Mercy in our team, and there's no way you can progress in a game when the enemy team has value against you, especially when it comes to ability-wise, and you're running Mercy Life Fever, and D.Va is banned, and you expect your tank to win against, like, let's just say, Kiriko Juno or Kiriko Baptiste, which that was the case. Baptiste, the enemy Baptiste, actually literally dominated. They had very, very great matrices and immortality field. There's nothing we could have done, so I'm gonna cut that video because it's not like you guys show me, even like for example yesterday's video. I don't mind showing losses, but when it's this one-sided game, when one person refuses to switch, there's really nothing we can do. Anyways, we're back at this game, Dorado, very high run dominant control. Whenever you have D.Va to play D.Va, always go D.Va. And in this matchup, Mercy Lucio and Doomfist, we will play hyper aggressive because not only we get value when we play aggressive, but even if you sacrifice your entire backline for the Doomfist, you will be dominating the backline because they don't have no Ana, so you will not get punished. You have Lucio mobile enough to stay alive and help your team, but the enemy team have Doomfist. So you're good at tracking. Okay, we need to peel here. There you go, really good matrix. Save the Mercy. Like I said, guys, it's your responsibility to save people. That Mercy went right back into what hurt her at the beginning. So, okay, I think the enemy team are running some sort of dive. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna play hyper aggressive here. Okay, the Mercy switched to Moira. So actually, we're gonna play anti-dive style, and we're gonna. Okay. Yeah, combo breaker. I mean, more like freaking ability breaker, bro. You can't even land your punch correctly. Alright, so yeah. The enemy team are chasing kills, so it's okay. We're gonna play. We might actually go hog because the enemy team are giving us. Okay. I don't have the ability she can do now when I come for you, buddy. Ah, she's so low. Alright, nice. Yeah, we're gonna play a very defensive style because they come to us. Why go to the enemy team? because they have mobile support lineup, so there's no way even if I don't gonna get a successful dive, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna literally AFK next to our team, Matrix the shots, I'm gonna win. Like, some games, it's complex. Some game you have to do advanced stuff to win, but in this specific case, it's very simple. Okay, that's kind of on me. I'm gonna eat the mid. Yeah, we couldn't get the Moira here. We're tracking. She doesn't have her abilities. Remember to remake and get that kill. We can definitely clip the Venture here for sure, because they don't have their abilities. There you go. Maybe I can remake here. I can actually save my mech actually without even using the ult, because it's just Doomfist. He's actually trying to chase. Yeah, this guy's actually not that good. You're gonna overextend with the ult, obviously. To me? Okay, this guy is really not that good actually. I don't mind staying here for a little bit to kill the dude because we still have progress on the point. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take the punch, and then I'm gonna wait for him to block. Now we're gonna go for the point. He's gonna punch. He's gonna block again. Okay, now we need to touch the point though. Matrix the soldiers to help him to get a good visor. There you go. We don't even need to use. Okay, Matrix the Cassidy. There you go. As you guys can see, this is a very simplistic game because they're coming to us. There's no reason for me to go. They're playing dive. We're playing anti-dive style, which is literally AFK next to your team. Eat shots. That's it. We're not gonna go back because at the beginning, if you guys see, if you guys remember, we did say, alright, let's help our. Okay, she's dead. If you guys remember, okay, let's help this guy now. What do you mean combo breaker, bro? You literally... Because if you guys remember in the beginning of the game, I was like, I'm gonna... What are they doing? If you guys remember at the beginning of the game, I said we're gonna trade backlines, I'm gonna go aggressive because I had Mercy Lucio, but now they switched to Lucio Moira, so I would never be able to catch them both. Because I can always get them Mercy. But in this case, and plus they're running a very super hyper dive team comp, and instead of actually going for the backline trade, where it's going to be even more a little bit difficult because they have Lucio Mercy, we're going to play the defensive style because I have double hit scan and I have Mercy that both okay, so I really would like to explain this very well because a lot of people also tell me to that was also my bad. I should have expected that. That's definitely my bad. That's what I'm talking about. It's kind of your job to track abilities. So, yeah, you're dead here. But we can still drag this out until we get another make. So yeah, I messed up, but I'll definitely make up for it. There's no reason for me to ult yet because they have immortality. We could push it more out. There you go. Okay, now I'm gonna remake. He doesn't have punch. I'll definitely get a good remake. There you go. He definitely is welcome. He just used his block, and I don't think he has his ultimate. At least not yet. Okay, Emor is out. Now we can just soft reset. All right, good ultimate by him and good window. All right, we could have definitely played that one, but I'll definitely take responsibility for that. I should have eaten that. Here's a close one. I've been really focusing on talking way too much, so that's why. Anyways, what I wanted to explain is, in this specific team comp, he's gonna punch. I'm gonna use my thingy after the punch. He's gonna have to punch, buddy. There it is, the punch. Now we can remake. Patience, guys, patience, as you guys can see. Now, yeah, Momo, you're life breaker. I'm your life breaker, bro. You see, guys, how patience paid off? He was waiting for me to punch. I mean, waiting for me to get my remake, and I was like, no, as long as you have the punch, I'm not gonna remake. There's no reason for it. Okay, I'm not really sure why you do that, because now you're absolutely dead. Like, not even just dead, but dead. You know what a dead is? Someone who's dead a long time before they know it. Well, I guess I'm dead. Oh, wait, oh, they have the perk, the melee perk. Oh my god, yeah, because they kept getting the shields. Yeah, that's why they keep meleeing. Well played, actually. I definitely didn't have that in mind. I was like, how am I? Because I know I don't miss my interactions, but yeah, they have the Venture has like have that perk where they generate shields when they melee. So, what I was trying to say, guys, is some matchups you get value by literally existing. Some you have to do complex stuff. The most complex things you do here is just eat post one, tracer post one. This guy is really not the greatest. We're gonna try to push his mercy. And I really like the Ilari switch. Okay, Matrix a soldier. I'm gonna help him get a good visor. Now you're dead though. Oh, the perk! Alright, maybe get the Mercy? Mercy doesn't have perk though, eh? Alright, we're definitely gonna ult after the Alright, so I should clip the Venture. It's risky to ult. Yeah, I had no other play. It's really toxic though. They keep regenerating. Okay, really well played, but the risk gotta go. The Venture keeps regenerating their shields because they keep punching. That's actually really nasty for a comeback. One of the best ultimates. Definitely one of the better perks. Okay, let's try to save Daylari. Oh my god, no indeed. I can't do much. I need a little bit more power, like damage, burst damage, because my damage cannot burst through the Venture's shields. Okay, Baptiste. Well, you have E-more, sure, but I guess you don't have E-more. Okay. I still think, oh no. So. Wait, we had Autumn the entire time? I thought Autumn was banned. Why did we not get Autumn in the beginning? But I guess it makes sense because at the first point it's kind of difficult. Anyways, yeah, I hope I explained that correctly. There's too much happening now. The other team picked it up. So yeah, sometimes you get some values you actually have to go backline, but when the enemy team plays super hyper dive team comp, and you wouldn't get value even if you played their backline. But they just exist next to your team, especially if you have double hit scan, because you get really a lot of value by matrixing. All right, buddy, that's too much. That's too much. Oh my god, bro, no. All right. I just need somebody to just literally do some damage with the Venture keep getting away at 1 HP. And I didn't get healed there, unfortunately. The Venture keeps surrounding with 1 HP. Yeah. At some point you're gonna have to die, right, Venture? What do you think? Alright, good, what you call it? Good shield bash by the Brigida. Anyways, we played very well, I feel like, and my team actually played well as well, even though they have a little bit on the higher deaths. Like their death is on the higher end, almost double digits from a couple people. But to be fair, the enemy team played dive. So when the enemy team plays dive, when a team played dive and they actually executed well, when they also had like good synergy, someone bound to die a lot. But you also, so you don't judge someone based on the deaths, at least in that matchup. So you look at other things. Are they keeping up with the damage? Absolutely. Considering they're dying 12 times, for example, this guy is almost keeping up with the damage that even the enemy team DPS doesn't have. So is he keeping up with the eliminations? Yes, that means he's practicing and he's participating and a lot of the eliminations that our team is getting. So this guy is not doing bad, it's just being targeted. So I know a lot of people judge, the first thing that they look at is deaths, and rightfully so, but not when they're enemy team running very toxic type of dive, especially Doomfist Venture, when Venture is like, you can't really kill Venture unless it's like a good amount of focus fire, and my team is actually trying their best to do that. So, now, still I feel like D.Va is the best tank to deal with that. Now, I can always go Orisa, but the issue is, if I go Orisa, I will be very oppressive to the enemy team on the objective, but my peeling defensive capabilities is going to shrink a lot because Orisa doesn't, have that matrix to eat damage of your team, and that is the issue. And you can't really chase Doomfist as well. So I'm actually thinking, is Orisa the play here? I mean, they don't have there's not really a lot I can do with the matrix anyways. It's just eating raw damage. Like, I don't eat abilities and stuff. Okay, never mind. There's Light Weaver. We're gonna say D.Va. Yeah. And there's a Hawk. Yeah. This is easy D.Va matchup. And this is this is exactly the perfect team comp to show you guys how to play super aggressive. We will play aggressive here. There's no doubt about it. As you guys can see, we're already taking space that we didn't do from the beginning. But the Venture don't need to be dealt with, unfortunately. That is the issue that my team is facing. Okay, we're gonna reset here. Yeah, but this is one of the rare matches that we're actually gonna go aggressive, and I'll show you guys how to do that. This guy's dead. There's no way he survives this. just no way. There's just no way. I know my damage interactions. All right, we're gonna try to watch the res. All right. There's a mercy. Looking for the res. All right. Tracking her abilities. Okay, that mercy should die. All right. They wasted their ultimates. Okay, he has one more shot. They have one more shot. My aim is all over the place. First game of the day, guys. Or second game of the day. All right. I'm gonna go up high ground. We messed their abilities. Alright, they got tracked down. Alright, now we're doing well. Now we need to keep an eye on the light. Yeah, I was about to say we need to keep an eye on the life fever. Alright, they're definitely gonna switch. Alright, we need to maintain this momentum. Okay, let's go for the mercy. Alright, the venture. Alright, that should get some sort of value. Alright, good immortality. I'm gonna keep that well. Good window. I mean, good beat. Just maintain pressure on the venture. Don't let them free. We're gonna dash one more time, and now we're gonna go all in. Yeah, there you go. Alright, there's a life fever there? Is that a life fever? Someone's in there. I'm not sure who. Is it life fever or Trissa? I guess that was a Trissa's blink. No, there is life fever! I was not hallucinating! I thought I was tripping for a second there. Alright, so as you guys can see, we're doing really, really well. Like, this is one of the very, not rare, but like, this is like the opposite, scenario for the first one. We can go aggressive here. Okay, now though, it's gonna change a little bit. This ball, so we're gonna just we're not gonna go as aggressive, but we're definitely gonna keep the, aggression in. Alright, we're gonna go for this one. I feel like I should have went for the other, perk. Because the other one is a little aggressive. Okay, yeah, you're dead. Alright, as you guys can see. Alright, ball is rest, bad rest. Just gonna risk the Mercy's life. Yeah, and the ball rest isn't really gonna get much the team. I think he would probably switch, so good okay, I hear the life over here. Somewhere. Is he here? Is he in the room? I hear life fever, I'm not really sure where. Oh, there he is. Alright, because I know I was not tripping. Alright, this guy's very low. Yeah, you can dig that. I can dig that as well, baby. Alright, we need to maintain the pressure on the venture. Don't let them free. Like, alright, they're gonna have one drill. Okay, they went high with it. Couldn't save them because they were melee. Alright, there you go. I'm gonna take the remake. If you guys see what I did there at the end there, because I maintained my distance because they can't get the shield, they can't melee me, so try to save the echo. Yeah, he thought he could save the he thought he could kill my echo, hey buddy? Alright, there you go, doing good. Now they have mines here. So always keep track of abilities. Now if you go deep, there's nothing that can save us because we don't have our remake. I think they might have their ultimate. Okay, they're very low. They're gonna get like about 50, 60 shields. There you go. Alright, they're gonna have the tree, so they do have one fight if they want to. But okay, there's the tree. To counter the blade. And that was actually a good blade because we traded the blade for the tree. He needs to switch. He probably will switch. Because there's no value from staying Life Fever. As you guys can see, like Life Fever is kind of bad support, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they have Life Fever and they lost. That's why I lost the first game, because I had a Life Fever. Hey, I'm sorry, but like, even as much as I love the hero, by the way, I love the hero. But if you don't build an entire team come around him, he's really bad. Like, you just cannot expect the tank to do much when they have a team that's playing Life Fever. Alright, just the Venture. As you guys can see, we're maintaining pressure on the Venture. They can't really do much. Alright, this guy's dead for sure. They do have the mines. Okay, the Venture is coming hot in here. Alright, they can have their abilities. They're very low though, for sure. They're gonna try to back out. And the Mercy came. I put myself in a very dangerous situation. I'm gonna ult here, so the Mercy has nowhere to go. Yeah, I know I'm gonna click the Mercy. Alright, let's get the Venture here. Give them, sorry. Alright. No abilities in the Venture then, they will die for sure. Alright, we didn't kill her. I killed him fast enough. Come on, shoot, should die. There you go. risky res that resulted in the Mercy's death. Save our Baptiste. Alright, they killed them with their abilities, so there's nothing I can do on that front. It's getting really chaotic. Adventure is still a problem. Alright. You're dead here. You're dead here. I'm maintaining. They got the shield by mailing the the Lucio. Might be able to clip the Mercy again, actually. Okay, unfortunately I couldn't. This Venture is really crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, making me consider if Hog might be the play here, but I just cannot do, like, I feel like I can do much more on D.Va because of the high ground, because if the Venture goes high ground, my Baptiste is just literally cooked. Alright, we're doing okay. There you go. Just a oh, you're dead. You're dead, buddy. Alright, they're gonna go for the res, there's no way. Oh, they got pulled! Okay, wait, they're definitely gonna go for the res. Right there, cooked. Now let's go for the life fever. Save our Genji. Actually, let's just pressure the ball. Force him to ult. He has to ult. There it is. Now we're gonna chase him. He's dead. Now the Venture's probably back. Alright, the Venture's not gonna stay on the point for long, so we're gonna pressure point. We're gonna force fight on point. Yeah, there it is. Great window. Immortality. Come on. Die, Venture. Alright, they're dead. Mercy is on point. It's either die on the payload or C9 of the point, and it's up to you. There's no mines on this guy, so there's just nothing he can do. There's nothing. Not sure where the life fever is, but he's gonna contest for a while. Leave him off the point. We're gonna have, okay, he pulled him off the point. I think he's throwing. The life fever is definitely throwing. I mean, looking at his stats, actually, holy, 21 deaths and oh my god, what the hell is this? But despite this game, despite him throwing, this Venture is definitely either. I mean, I could say for sure that I've never seen a Venture play like this in Plat. Probably either a Smurf Venture or maybe a Zimming Venture, because they literally did not miss a shot, and they made. I'm not gonna also gotta give it to them. They actually maximized the hell out of their perk, where they, you know, punched, so it gives them extra shields. But as you guys can see, let me just open up the board. We played so well. We actually did not give the Venture. Like, I'm telling you guys, if it was anybody other than me on tank there, the Venture would have dominated. The Venture dominated while me putting that much pressure on them. Now, you could only imagine how much freedom she could have used. Like, you could have only imagined how much they could have done with more freedom than they had the last game. Because also, props to my to my Baptiste and the Lucio, especially the Baptiste, literally dragging the fight longer, dragging the 1v1s longer with the Venture, because it gave me time to actually come back for him and help him and exhaust even more abilities and resources from the enemy team, especially Venture. Really kudos. And actually very smart echo switch even, because when you go echo against a Venture, you know, the Venture doesn't get a lot of value against you, especially during the ult phase, because everything goes underground. You know, the ult goes on the through the ground, so really switches. Like, my team played that well. I cannot take all the credit, but look at the stats. I mean, it goes to show that we actually influenced that matchup to the best of our abilities. As you guys can see, we don't have that much damage mitigation because we played on the aggressive side. Now, if that matchup was, you know, if we needed to play defensive, I would have had over 12k damage mitigation easily. But that matchup required us to play aggressive. As soon as I saw Life Fever Hog, I was like, okay, this is one of the times where I'm just going to literally chase kills. But we only did one thing. We just maintained high pressure on the Venture. Wherever the Venture was, I was. Like, wherever the Venture pushed and isolated a target, I was there to peel. And kudos for the Baptiste, like I said, had immortality for every time the Venture pushed him. Give me a lot of time to actually peel for them. Boys and girls, enjoying. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really big guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video, if you enjoyed, subscribe if you enjoyed, your friends if you learned things too. And we should catch you guys on to the next one. Be to the bye.